Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. This time it's something different. This is the first video in a new series I'm starting called A Road to Manual, where I hope to go from an average drone pilot that flies around in normal and sport mode to an average pilot who's able to fly around in full manual mode. I thought I may as well show you the full journey starting from my work in the sim. I plan to do some time in another sim, but for now this video is going to be showing you my progress through the DJI Virtual Flight app on iOS. So starting off, I choose I'm a complete beginner to see what it shows me, and also because I'm a complete beginner. I'm recording this on my iPhone 12 mini, and my plan was to try and have it recording the screen while running the app, as well as record my real-time commentary. However, after listening to the quality of the audio, I decided to just do a voiceover. I'll let you have a listen to see what it sounded like.
Basic remote controller training. Let's get to know what each button does.
So yeah, that's not going to work. It took me through the setup of the controller and gave me some other options on how I would like it set up. Now, hopefully I've been able to make chapters for this video, so if you already know what this sim is like and what all the buttons on the controller do, then feel free to skip ahead to the parts where I get to flying. So the app runs me through what each stick does, as well as showing me in real time how the drone would react if I was to move the controls in a certain way. It's fairly comprehensive, and it takes its time to make sure you know everything without rushing through it. Personally, I found it a little boring since I had actually spent a bit of time doing my own research before I bought this drone, but it's perfect for you if you're just picking the controller up for the first time and have no idea what anything on it does. Next up, it showed me how to use cruise control, which is a handy feature when trying to get smooth footage at a constant speed flying around in sport mode. It finished with showing me what the brake button does and how to use it. And again, this is a very handy feature and something I anticipate using quite a lot when I venture out into the real world in manual mode. So next up, I thought I was going to be learning how to fly in manual mode, but before I get the chance to do that, I had to prove to the sim that I could fly around in normal mode. So it got me to do a time trial, nothing crazy or fancy, just fly around a nice basic course. Once proving I can handle the drone in normal mode, I can enter the academy, which is where I learn everything about how to fly in manual mode, hopefully. Again, it runs me through how the controls affect the attitude of the drone and shows me how to pitch, roll, and yaw. There's also an option to change views to first or third person, and I didn't want to start practicing in third person since that's not the view I'm going to get when I go out into the real world and look through the goggles. So I'm going to stick to first person to get a more realistic simulation experience. I actually struggled with this part of the sim a little bit because I wasn't doing exactly what it wanted me to do, and if you go outside the acceptable parameters like I did, then it stops you and makes you go back and do what you're supposed to. After my first lesson on the straight track, I have another go at a different straight track with a few more obstacles and height changes to see if I'm able to coordinate changes in pitch with coordinating power. At the moment, it doesn't let me adjust the camera angle, which is quite challenging. I can't see where I'm going, and I almost have to guess where I am at times, but I managed to struggle through. I'm sure the real thing won't be this difficult. At this point, I stopped trying to record using the phone's microphone and just focus on the screen capture. This made the app run a lot smoother, and I was able to capture the audio from the sim itself. I'll let you listen in on what it says for a little bit.
Turning. Take off and fly toward the flag and then turn. To turn, push yaw and roll simultaneously. Adjust aircraft altitude. The horizontal is tilted, which means the aircraft is off balance. Recenter roll to stop the aircraft from rolling. Good job! The horizontal is level and the aircraft is balanced. Practice task. Finish 6 turns.
So next up's turning. I haven't sped up any of this footage, and maybe I should have, but I thought it would be good to see what it's like in real time for those of you who are interested. Even though the speed is in meters per second, I did the math and figured out that 30 meters per second is roughly 100 kilometers an hour or 60 miles an hour. So even though it looks like I'm going quite slow, in reality this would be pretty quick.
Regular track.
Once I've mastered turning, it gives me another track that's fairly level with some big, easy obstacles to fly through, and I actually found this part the most fun. The obstacles weren't too small, and I felt like I was actually in control.
Landing. Take off and fly towards the landing pad ahead.
So once I've managed to fly straight, turn, and manage my height, it's on to the next challenge of trying to land this thing.
Learn how to land. First, make sure the aircraft is balanced and the camera view is level. Descend to slightly above the ground level, but avoid touching the ground. When the aircraft is balanced, flying at low speed and close to the ground, double press the Start-Stop button. Awesome! Let's practice more in the following tasks. Practice task. Landing. Land on both the left and right landing pads.
It's not the most intuitive thing to do, and as you can see, I do find it a little bit difficult. The idea of getting close to the ground and then just cutting the engines off is weird to me. But anyway, get the job done and on to the next level.
Aircraft landed on the left landing pad. Fly to the right landing pad. Advanced track.
So this is the final challenge, and it combines everything I've learnt so far, but this time it has smaller boxes to fly through, and I need to complete it in under 60 seconds to add a bit of pressure to it. I start off feeling pretty good about it, all things considered, and it's quite a bit of fun. I have the camera angle set up to an appropriate angle to let me see where I'm flying. My ability to remain in control doesn't unfortunately last the whole minute, and I do need to do a few restarts.
Advanced track. Advanced track.
As time went on, my patience and ability started to wear thin, and I started to do some silly things, so I needed to take a break.
Advanced track.
After my break, I came back into it a lot more relaxed and focused, and pulled off a pretty good run. I was literally flying through the course and ended up with 25 seconds to spare at the end. And, oh okay, that counts. Great. Now I've unlocked some more parts of the sim, like free flight and other time trial tracks. That's pretty cool. Looks like each location has a bunch of different tracks, and there are a total of 3 locations. So I'll save these for my next video. Thanks for suffering along with me, and I hope to see you next time.